Hey, good evening, guys. Once again with Bank Nifty analysis and some good swing calls for you. So let me start first with the new website for your introduction. It's called the Market Mood Index on the website called 𝘃𝗶𝗹𝗶𝗶. Yes, don't worry, this is not a promotion of their website, but it's for me to always understand the sentiment that is going on the street. And if you see this website, you can also get a good sentiment of how the market is operating. So this is a good time to enter the bullish mindset because the market is in extra fear. So from here, the cycle normally goes from extra fear to greed, extreme greed, and then it goes back. Okay. So this is the cycle in which the market operates every time. How is this made and all is there on this site. Everything is explained here. You can have a look over here and it will explain you everything. So it's a site I always see in the morning just to help me understand, yeah, is there more pressure on the bear side or more pressure on the bull side. So that's the first website. The second website I want you guys to learn about is the Economic Times. And there was a time when even I did not like news sites, but I have started loving Economic Times because of a special feature. So definitely, I will show you this special feature. Just be with me for 5 more minutes and you will see that. So let's begin with a Bank Nifty analysis, and let's get into Bank Nifty. Yes, we are still there. We're just gonna get this a little down. These are my indicators. They tell me a lot of information. Yeah. So is the market still revolving around the lines we had mentioned? The answer is yes. Just remove the volume. And I can see that there is an inside bar that is being made. This is the weekly view. Let's get on to the daily view. It's very important to always see what's really going on. So I always tell people to see monthly and then go to week and day. So now if you see the monthly view, there's a very interesting thing going on over here. This month, it is in the range of the old month. Okay. This clearly signifies that this is getting squeezed. Okay. That means there's a lot of pressure here. And whenever there's pressure, a spring-like event happens. So it can either fly away this side or it will fly away this side. So next month, if this squeeze is not going away and it behaves in the same way, next month you can see volatility, or maybe next week itself you'll see volatility. So my job is to give you knowledge, and I've just given you a very important piece. So be very careful about this volatility that's coming your way. Uh, Even in the week, if you see carefully, the range of this month, January, is within the range of December. So this is also called inside candle. So that's an extra knowledge for you. If you want to see in a blown up way, a little higher than this month, but you can still say it is within this range. So if it comes below and plays only till here, then we have an inside candle. Like if you see, these weeks have been just going up, 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 right? But this is not going down, it's gone up again. So now the pressure sequence in the market will start, which is also called accumulation phase. So they're accumulating, uh, God knows for which direction, up or down, but they're accumulating for sure. So now let's see how the day was today. And as the levels were given, it broke all the levels, all the support, and all the resistances. So now it's time to create new levels. So again, I see over here the support, which is around 40 to 500. but it has taken support somewhere here. So we're going to draw a line here just to understand their mindset. Now, if tomorrow price goes below this, the bearish continues, or from here, as I said, volatility can come. But the RSI is gone to 46, but the weekly RSI is 61. I think it's not weekly. Let me change it. Yeah, it's 1 week, correct. So weekly is 61, which shows that at a week level, we are still strong. So they will not let weekly fall. But 46 can go up to 30. That means the strength can reduce and come back over here. So this is another important level we need to mark. Let's see how this looks in the the hourly chart. And I see the lines have come perfect. Now, if we do price action over here, the trend was broken. We all know that. From here, support line was broken. And now we will draw another trend line from this high. And let's observe if this breaks. So for this to break, we definitely need a little upside. It could be. So on the top side, 42,700, I would say could, be a resistance. So 42,700 and support, I would say right now it is 42,250. I'll take a little conservative number, 42,250. But there is one more line, so we'll take 41,570. 41,570. New week starts tomorrow, so the premium game will not be there tomorrow, which was there today. Okay, the next thing, how's the monthly and 200 SMA? So yes, the chart is below the monthly pivot. We can see that, and even in 15 minutes, we can see that price tried taking support today at the monthly chart once, twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times. But then finally, I think they broke it with a very large candle, and I'm sure the volume must be there. Yes, these two candles, the volume has been there. So, and after that, it just went crushing down, and they tried giving a retracement, but we will observe this trend line. So let's see if the break happens here tomorrow. So that's it for Bank Nifty. If you want to see the CPR, let's go. This is going to be the monthly, so let me change it. We're going to have a daily CPR. So monthly is narrow. Let me see how the day comes. Oh, it's narrow. Have I done it right? Yes. So today was not that narrow, but this has become very narrow. So again, God knows if, and I think my line is exactly at the pivot. Wow. So if the pivot is broken, yeah, tomorrow you can see volatility. Yeah. And the best part is 1 hour RSI is at 39. So if this jumps, we can expect something coming tomorrow. Yeah. So let's get into Nifty. And first, let's look at the day chart. We will close all the indicators. Price action still remains the same. It is well at 18,000 approx. But remove it now. The week is over. And let's see how the trend is. Yes, it's on a downtrend. We all know that. So we will just draw a line from the top. I'm just going to touch it a little down. Just okay. There is no inside candle formation, but over here I see a pin bar, which shows that the bulls are not interested to go down. And I see this is a good support level, but let me see it in week. Yes, in a week, I can see a narrow range forming. And this area looks to be more interesting. So now that we don't have a line, I will say this is a good area of support. When you can't fix up your mind on a line, but an area, then it's best to draw a rectangle. Yeah, it's matching. These are all previous areas of resistances and support. So definitely there is a big importance of this price, which is at around 17,690. We can confirm it. Let me help you learn this. You can go over here. This is called a fixed range price volume. You take it from the down and the high, and it will point where the volumes are. Oh, it's at the same point. No, a little down, 300. 17,600 looks to be. So, yes, this area is going to be a very interesting area. Okay. 17,600 to 17,600 to 17,300. So I would say support will dance between these lines. Okay. So I'm going to say 17,600 to 17,300. And which side is the resistance? Let's check that in the day. Yes, we have a very clear resistance formed over here, which is 18,157. So that is 18,157. Now, this is a huge range for Nifty, very big range of around 3 to 400 points. But because there's an inside candle, I would say these have a bigger range. Yeah. In case you want to play straddles or strangles, both will be very helpful in this range. Yeah. So let's go and see in 15 minutes how we are able to see things on the CPR and monthly pivot. Oh my God, we have a very narrow pivot. So extremely narrow. So now, you know where you want to play. This is narrow, but I would say this is extremely narrow. So I'm going to color it. You can play tomorrow at Nifty and see some wonders. Okay, so that's done over here in 15 minutes. We also have the RSI above 51, which is fantastic. So yeah, you can think of also entering if the pivot is crossed tomorrow. Go for some 1,500 points. 50 point is more than enough because that's exactly where you have the bottom pivot. So this can be a resistance line. Yeah, it could be. So just make a note of this, okay? 18,000. But that's 18,070. Okay, so now swing calls, we have Minda. But I think before swing, we need to cover gold. So let's see how gold is doing. Oh, fantastic. I did not see the entire day. So finally, gold is down. Sorry. I don't play with CPR on gold or commodity. It's best to only go with monthly pivots. So over here, yes, the resistance has taken some consideration. And yes, we have yesterday and today good amount of volume as well. So great. If it falls below this, then we have gold coming down. Normally, people think that this is a hedge. That means when gold comes down, market goes up, and when gold goes up, market goes down. Sometimes it works. If you're interested in learning more about such correlations, whether gold and Nifty have a relation or gold and Bank Nifty have a relation, I want you to type in your chat box in the YouTube channel the word called correlation, or you can type just relation. Relation, yes. Just type relation, yes, so that I know you are interested in learning about this. If I see at least 10 yes, I'm sure I will make a video on teaching you how to understand if there exists a relation between gold and Bank Nifty, or crude oil and Bank Nifty, or crude oil and gold. I can teach you that, a free tip for all of you on how to do that. Okay. So I'm looking for 10 comments at least which says relation. Yes. Now let's look at silver. Fantastic. It is working exactly as per the resistance. And if this line is crossed 6815, then silver is falling down. Please make a note. If 68015 is broken tomorrow, silver is definitely going down. So that's about gold and silver. Let's go to currency. USD INR. Very fantastic. We said that if this resistance doesn't break, it's going to come down. So if 82.24 is broken, yeah, the bears are dominating. Now let's go for our swing calls. Minda is on my mind. Special reason, because I find a good trend over there. So the most exciting reason why I chose Minda is this is a huge cap. Okay. Now today I'm going to introduce you to another concept. The ATR of this share is 6.82, means the average movement of this share is 6 rupees, okay, in a day. That's an average. But look at the movement it gave today. A little more than what it does. That is at least 20% more, which is 10 rupees. So that's not normal. Now you add volume, then it has crossed the 20 SMA. And if you see the RSI, it's crossed. And also the swing indicator, which is my favorite. Can you guess the name of this indicator? Do write that in the chat box. What indicator am I using? It starts with my name, M, and the share is also M. And so let's see if you guys can guess out. So yeah, it's crossing the 200 SMA and monthly pivot. So looks to be a good buy, but there is a resistance here. So definitely we're going to have resistances all over. This is the first resistance it has to cross. But a good share to actually invest. Let's see the price action otherwise. Yes, it is exactly taken off from its support. So if this goes up from here, keep an eye. Okay, it's a good one. Second is Marico. Wow, everything is with my initial today. Okay, so it's a range bound since I think last year, Jan. So I think what I see is that it's going to break this accumulation phase and maybe move upside. Okay. So the RSI is good, 51, and this indicator is also giving a buy. Plus there is volume. So you know what to do when there's volume, good candle, everything looks good. Yes, it's crossing the 200 and also the monthly pivot. So have a look into this. The next one we have is Sun TV. I think my reasons will remain the same. Above the monthly pivot and 200. No, it's below the monthly pivot, but crossing the 200. This indicator is not saying a buy and this. So this is not a buy. I don't see the bulls entering. There's no volume, but this is like a Lakshman Rekha, okay, the borderline. If this goes up from here, definitely there's movement coming in this share. So if we do a little price action, the patterns are not good. So let's do weekly. Yes, it's a proper range bound movement over here, right from here. If you see carefully what I mean, it's moving within 392 to around 580. So that's roughly 200 rupees movement. So try to catch it downside if you can get it. Okay, I'm gonna remove this and just gonna make some lines here. So I know this is the price it goes. And let's look at the indicators. Again, it's at the borderline. If monthly is crossed, small momentum can be taken if the RSI goes up. Next one, Prakash Industry. Now, this is exactly why I wanted you to see economic times. Okay, so Prakash Industries. I like the trend, uh, massively gone below since last year, April, and it's trying to come up after a good accumulation phase. RSI up 200, it's crossing and trend broken, and good volumes are coming. So it's a good one. But because of the price point of 58.95, I was not sure. So here is where economic times will help you. This is a paid membership that I have. So you need to type Prakash Industries. And the benefit of paid membership in economic times is you get a stock score. Okay. And you also, when you click on this view stock report, it actually gives you a very, very nice analysis. So I had time today to read the entire report. Uh, my internet is, I think, a little slow. Yeah, so if you see, it gives you a very good score. It gives you peers competition, average score trend. It's in which sector, metal and mining. What do the mean analysis also say? Highlights, price volume charts, 5-year returns, business summary. If you have little understanding on fundamentals, then it gives you other evaluation also. And then price momentums with the peer analysis. Okay. So this is a good report. And then the earnings report is there. So overall, when I read this, it's a good report, and they will normally not give a score of 8 if it is not. Now look at this. The fundamentally, they're telling you that other peers are where and where is Prakash. So I like this earning quality of 9. I mean, I can definitely keep my eyes closed and keep money in this for a long time. Okay. Now I wanted to know if the FIIs are in this share. So that's where I go into some login into my account with my Google, and that's my ID. Right. So now we want to say Prakash Industries. You get to read a lot if the price points are low and you're worried if you should enter. So it gives you a good SWOT analysis. There are more strengths, less weakness, and very less threats. Uh, if you come down, way down, here is where you get to see the FII. Now I see the FII have increased stakes. Okay, so from 1.74, they've gone to 1.83, which is still less compared to the last year. Okay, so definitely I see once the reports are out, they're gonna go up. Yeah, the change over here says -2 because of compare from this to this. Okay, but still it's a good holding. Now, if you see the DIIs have comparatively increased their holding, so I really like why you should be entering this kind of share. So what is the next one for us? KPR Mill. Okay. Now, hold on. I have something special here, which I've made it white in color. So once I am done with KKR Mill, you will enjoy this. So let's go for KKR Mill. What happened? Isn't it KKR Mill? KKR Mill. What was it? Oh, it's KPR. My mistake. No, I'm not a fan of Shah Rukh Khan's team. Okay, so it's not because of that that I typed this. I don't like cricket anyways. Sorry guys if you feel bad. But yeah, I don't like it. So over here, If you see RSI is good, volume has just spiked today. I've done the analysis. Good amount of volume has come, but the trend is still negative. But keep an eye. It's a very good, price point from where it has dipped. So if you can catch it well, good, because there is the resistance has become support once, twice, thrice. So I think the retesting is done if you know price action. Uh, Let me know what is this indicator. It starts with M. It's also giving a retracement buy. It's not a proper buy still, because over here in weekly, the RSI is 46. So we will wait for this to go up. Okay. And as I had mentioned earlier, you can also see KPR mill here, because when a price falls down, it is very difficult to trust if we should enter that. So again, the score is how much? 8 on 10. Read the report and see how you feel about it. My job was just to tell you, I'm not promoting this website. Again, I'm telling you, it's just showing you the tools that I use. So the special now, if you know what is Jeffries, then this is a very interesting report. The Jeffries have declared these shares to be extremely positive, and I'm little happy to share this with you, this list. Okay. So Bajaj Auto, Tata Motors, Ashok Leyland, Matsumi, Hero MotoCorp. Looks like the automobile industry, something is happening. So let's look at the sector analysis now of automobiles. So I have over here a playlist called sectors and auto. Let's see what auto is doing. The sector is trying to make some news. Okay, so this was their earlier support area. Yes, I think they're planning to cross a resistance over here. We can clearly see that the sector is trying to cross a resistance. And yes, they are very near to the monthly point. So definitely the report from Jeffries made a lot of sense why they are giving a positive outlook to these shares. Okay. I'm already recommended to you Eicher and Maruti because they are my favorite. I will take a look at this, and if I like it, I'll really enter. So that's it for today. Have a lovely evening. Enjoy. Please, please, please help me promote the channel. So do like it, share it, and always give your comments or feedback. It really helps me to take the channel ahead. Till then, goodbye. See you tomorrow.